Hi there, I'm Kylie, I play Shionibus, and this is what you missed in Season 2, Episode 38 of Edge of Legend. We open on Lothar and Ichi in the fishing part of town. Pretty soon upon arriving, they notice that the water is walkable and looks as if it's covered in glass, but the fishermen are still able to cast their lines with enough force. Upon questioning, they discover that this has been dubbed the Standing Sea and has been around since the final battle of the Great Dragon War. Lothar decides to wild shape into a shark and explores the depths of the immediate waters. There he discovers a shiny blue rock formation with a human form clad in armor, encased in its center. With an unknown being closing in behind him, he quickly swims to the surface, determined to inform the others. At the library, Ilona, Dragon, and Morel meet Iemo Nelina, the resident librarian. Ilona travels further into the library with him to get to the bottom of the various mysteries they've encountered here with the psychoprophecies, but Dragon hangs back with Morel, determined to discover what happened between him and Ilona last night. Morel confirms they took steps forward in their relationship, and with a light playful banter between them, they follow Ilona to aid in research. Ilona discovers the tenets of Ozma, which describe in depth the three-step process of tempering one's soul. Dragon discovers the tenets of Koromat, and Morel discovers the records of the last days of the Dragon War. In the records, they discover a secret mission with a dossier referring to the perfect weapon to destroying gods. They were inventions of the elves called behemoths, but after the Great Dragon War, they were put to sleep. Dragon and Ilona begin remembering the vision the group collectively had with Lothar when they saw a massive spear at the bottom of the ocean protected by a monster, and Ichi spoke to a construct called Ben? Upon further reading, they stumble upon the name Villain Tarsian, who was a general during the war and was also part of the team working to prevent the Great Pruning. As far as anyone knows, he has disappeared after the war. In the Tenets of Koromat, Morel reads that in his fear of death, Koromat made a deal with the god of death, Tain Animus, who rules over the soul well of the underworld and therefore necromancy. The soul of Koromat can never be destroyed as long as it's tethered to the soul well. Back at the mausoleum, Shionibus and Tobias convince Mittori and Tialong to come with them to meet the rest of the party. On their way to the library, Tobias hears a familiar voice from behind him, and it's Hera, calling out his name. But before he can run away, Shionibus heard her calling. Hera hasn't heard from Tobias, and it piqued interest, so she stops and engages with the old friend. Apparently, Hera has been working in this hidden city since the end of the Green War, and hasn't received any letters from Tobias. Not wanting to hear any of it, Tobias presses on with Chio in tow. Everyone regroups at the library and fills everyone in on what they discovered, but not before Mittori has a chance to introduce themselves to Dragon and inquire about his feather. The Dustwalkers are guardians of the underworld and work directly for Hamasa. If Dragon uses his feather, he will be taking up the mantle of a Reaper, who guides souls to a restful afterlife. Lothar and Ichi then chime in about their discovery, and Chio is able to put together that the shining blue rock could be the son of Half, that Chio had a run-in with in Agrippa upon a bear. Then when Ilona mentions Villain Tarsian, Shionibus' ears perk up. She comes forward with information that she wrote him a letter in secret on the off chance he would answer, but never received a reply. All of the group go back and forth with their theories and ideas, with Tobias and Dragon heavily pushing for the death of Tain Animus, but when Ichi is questioned for her feelings on the matter, her desolation about the coffee situation in Dragon's grave is palpable. This pushes Tobias to find an underground coffee dealer to bring his crushed friend back to life. In the middle of these hijinks, Shionibus sees something flitter to the ground in front of her. It's a letter. A letter from Villain Tarsian, saying one thing: tell me everything you know. And that's what you need to know about Season 2, Episode 38 of Edge of Legend. Make sure to tune in Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to Nat20 Productions' official channel on Twitch to catch the newest episodes of Edge of Legend as they happen. We look forward to seeing you in chat as you become legends right alongside with us. Thanks for watching.